Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining me from. It has been a couple months, hasn't it, since I've been live with you all. I can see we have lots of friends with us already saying good morning, saying hello, asking what's going on. So I'm very excited to be here with you all this morning. Oh, and my husband just calls right as I go live. So that's kind of typical. Hi, Mandy from YouTube. Oh, yeah, he didn't take the hint. Hold on a second. I'm just going to remind him. I'm live right now. Call back soon. There we go. Anyway, I'm back. Good morning, everybody. I see Steph. I see hello, Gabby, Paranormal Crochet. We've got lots of people here. Seems like a husband thing to do. Mm-hmm. You know, if he signed up for my alerts, he would know that this was happening. But anyway, it is so good to see you all here. Good morning, Ashley Parker from the Loopy Lamb. I am actually joined by a couple of guests. So some of you are wondering, what is the special announcement? And I heard there's prizes, and I knew that would get some of you here this morning. So I'm so excited to see you. We have Denise and Caitlin and Ash. Oh, I'm so happy to be here too. It has been so long. Do you ever do that thing where you're like you know you want to do something, but then everything kind of just piles up and then you keep putting it off and then you don't even realize it, and it's been like 2 months and then you feel really bad? That's how I feel right now with all of you. So why don't I get right to it? Yeah, the email said 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Okay, it's 11 my time. See, I even got the time zone wrong. So I think my first guest with me today will agree, because we were just chatting about it, how this morning's been, a morning. So I hope you all don't mind. But yes, there will be some giveaways because I like giving stuff away. We're going to spill some beans because that's what I do. And first, we're going to start with my husband's apologizing. Yeah, we're going to. So first, we'll start by kind of getting right to it. The reason why I'm joining you today is because we have a little bit of an announcement for you all, and it has to do with Furls and Crochet Foundry's participation in an upcoming festival. And the reason why I'm particularly excited about this is because it's a festival here in Canada, one of the biggest in Canada, and it is actually from a city that I had lived in for roughly 7 years. It holds a very special place in my heart, and it is the Gathering Threads Festival. So I am joined today first with Holly. I'm going to bring her on right now. Hi. Good morning, Holly.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm so good. Nice to see you.
It's good to see you too, and soon in person.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm so excited to meet you in person.
Everyone is saying good morning, and they're excited to see you. Yeah, okay, so it sounds like a lot of you already know about the Gathering Threads Festival, which is exciting. I know there's going to be a little bit of a backstory for you because it is now under a new name. It's had a little bit of a refresh, and you are now the owner of the festival. Is that correct? So do you want to introduce yourself and give us a little bit of a story about the festival and your involvement in it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's true. I didn't start the festival to begin with. It was started by Allison Barnes and Jess Coleman. And so I can't take credit for starting it originally. They started it as Edmonton Fiber Frolic. And really, they started out of a community desire for being able to shop for hand-dyed yarns because, you know, how much everyone loves hand-dyed yarns.
Yes.
And here in Edmonton, there's such a vibrant knitting and crochet community and so many Alberta indie dyers that, you know, obviously everyone wanted to be able to connect the two. And so Jess and Allison said, sure, we'll put that together. And I think both of them didn't realize just how much, you know, goes into making something like that happen. Especially when a pandemic came along and they were just like, oh, wow. Yeah. Does anyone want to take this over?
It must have
And
been a lot. Yeah.
yeah, and so like I kind of twisted Angela's arm from Neat Nick Yarns and said, "Come on, do this with me." And Angela was like, "Okay." And so we did the first one virtually. And after like it was a lot of fun to do it virtually because we were able to bring in like Andre Knits from Portugal to teach a workshop and stuff, that like we wouldn't have been able necessarily to do that right off the bat to bring an instructor in from Portugal, but because it was virtual, we could.
Right.
Um, and after that, Angela was like, okay, that was a heck of a lot of work. I just want to dye yarn, please and thank you.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So then I was like, you know what though? I have so much fun showing off what other people do. I'm a yarn dyer too, but I have so much more fun showing off what other people do. Not that I don't love dyeing yarn too, but I have so much more fun showing off what other people do and talking to them about their creativity than I do dyeing yarn by myself. So I was like, let me just take this and run with it. And so, yeah, this is just what I do now.
So for
So
you, this started 3 years ago, as far as your involvement now, but you were part of the festival or the Edmonton Fiber Frolic prior to that, right?
yes, as a dyer,
Mhm.
yeah, I came and sold my yarn at the very first Edmonton Fiber Frolic in the little community, Melbourne Community League Hall. And I remember I had actually forgotten something. So I had like gotten all set up and then I like ran out to my car and ran home. And it was it was so crazy to me because when I came back, I was like shocked. There were people lined up down the block waiting to get in. And I
Wow.
was like, this is insane. I
Mhm.
had never been to a market where people were lined up to get in. I was like, this is wow. It was crazy to me. So yeah, people just love coming. When we talk to vendors outside of our niche about, like you should come. They're just like, really, you bring those kind of numbers. I'm like, yeah, we do. You
Mhm.
really should just come and attend, see what it's like, because the kind of people that come to this, it's a community. It's not just, oh, people come and browse. It's a community. People love coming to this. They see old friends. It's like no other market.
Well, and it's not just for one particular niche in the market either. It's not just for crocheters and it's not just for knitters. It's not just for dyers. I mean, you start at the farm. And I mean, the involvement in the community, it literally is from the farmers straight to the runway,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like there's every single um, type of person you can think of who's involved in the fiber arts community who attends this event. And Edmonton, for those of you who don't know, it's not. I know we talked about. You had mentioned the words, tiny and small at some points, but that was more in relation to, I think, the venue or what was expected. Edmonton is a huge city of over 1 million people. So, and it is in a very unique position in Canada for those of you who haven't been here or aren't familiar with the landscape here. It is a massive country. And the part, and where Edmonton is really unique because you're kind of on the cusp of like the prairies and all the farmland and then the Rocky Mountains to the west. And, you kind of get all of these different communities and people involved from like, it is just wild. I miss being there and I am so, it'll be my first time back in almost 12 years. So I think 11 and a half years, and I cannot wait. So for those of you who are curious about what this, maybe let's talk a little bit more about what the difference is now or what people can expect now at this year's Gathering Threads Festival. So let's start with the dates. It is because first it is virtual. You still kept the virtual component of it, which I think is really exciting. And then there's the in-person event, which happens directly afterwards. Can you talk about the dates so that everybody knows? when to join. So you don't have to be in Edmonton to participate. If you're not local and you cannot attend the event, you can do the virtual event, right?
Yes. Yeah. And that's something that I have like barely even started working on, much less, yeah, even talked about is, yeah, the whole virtual component.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I really have loved keeping the virtual aspect. And uh oh yeah, Shelley, you should definitely come. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments there. Yeah. Um Fiber festivals, and okay, so this is the thing too. Sorry, just a little diversion there.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I grew up in Maryland, where we had like Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival, and this was like back when the cool kids didn't go to fiber festivals, you know. I was getting dragged along to these things. And so like for me, when I took over, that was for me, that was the vision that I wanted to go to, was to have a fiber festival like that on that scale. So like that's where I'm going with this is from, having a little like yarn market to having a fiber festival on that scale. Um, so yeah, anyways, so having the virtual component is crucial as far as I'm concerned, just because then we get to bring in an audience virtually, and bring in people that are far away. Because, like, from day one, like I said, bringing in Andre from Portugal was just such a great experience, having that perspective from someone across the world.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah. I've been talking to people from, again, that we would never have the budget to bring in um, from far away to be participating in the virtual festival. So yeah, putting that schedule together, it'll just be evenings. It'll be, short, relatively short, probably 2 hours in the evening. And we'll be live on YouTube, you know, just chit chatting really like we're doing right now. And it's a lot of fun. And, if you can't tune in live, it's on YouTube, right? So you can watch it after the fact, but it's so much fun live because you get to comment back and forth and talk with each other. And yeah, it's fun.
Absolutely. I've been dropping links in the comments to the Gathering Threads Festival website. I also saw Ashley Parker was helping out. She popped it in there as well. Thank you, Ashley. So I just think that's really great. And so what are the dates for the virtual festival?
That's a really good question. I May 1st, right up until we get started. So yeah, and it'll just be in the evenings, mountain time here.
Okay.
So
that would be from the 1st to the
like
5th.
Yeah, to the 4th.
4th.
Yeah.
I'm arriving on early. Like, I know it's kind of in between, so I have my date stuck in my head, and I'm sure you're doing the same thing right now, trying to keep the dates, the different deadlines straight in your head, and go to the website for all the information, gatheringthreadsfestival.com. And then the in-person event is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, and I believe
Yes.
that's the 5th, 6th, 7th of May.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
what can people find live at the event in person? It's at the Edmonton Expo Center, right?
Yes, it is at the Expo Center. And I had someone commenting on Facebook just before we went live on here, and they were like, I'm confused. What is this? Because it is so big, right? And they were
Right.
just like, is this a market? Like, what is this? And so yeah, okay, so we have the art gallery and fashion show launching both at the same time on Friday evening, as well as VIP shopping. And so the VIP shopping is VIP vendors that have opted in for opening on Friday night. And when I say VIP vendors, it is because I wanted to be conscious of the fact that a lot of vendors have family commitments or whatever else. They can't necessarily be open the whole time for Friday night and extended hours. So some vendors are only open during the daytime shopping hours.
Saturday,
But
Sunday.
some, yeah, Saturday, Sunday during the daytime hours. Um, but some vendors are open for like the VIP shopping. And um, I know, I know just about all of them have like special festival products, you guys included,
Mhm.
that are launching on Friday nights. So, and a lot of them, it's like special limited quantities of them. So, like, get your ticket for Friday night and come because most likely they'll sell out on Friday night.
So Furls is really excited. We are going to be a VIP vendor at the festival. And you're right, we do have a limited edition hook that will only be available at the festival. It is something I'm really excited about and definitely a nod to the festival itself. And I'm very excited. So if you're able to come to the festival, check us out at the booth. Myself, Victoria, who, if you she goes live every Wednesday for the Crochet Alongs for Crochet Foundry. She'll be joining me from the UK. And we actually have a local Edmontonian, Steph Walker, who commented here. She works with us a lot with the magazine as well. She'll be helping us out at the booth. So I'm very excited about that. So come and join us. And yeah, we're hoping to see you there. And that's just like a fraction of what's going on. I know there's like
Yeah.
all these different lounges, there's events happening at the event. For a full list of details, check out the website. And there's also workshops. So if you want to go take classes, those are available as well.
Yes, absolutely. So and that's the thing, really. Like the best deal for the weekend is to get your VIP pass, and there are not very many of them left. Um, I think last count there were 17 left, so there really are not very many left.
Wow.
Um, yeah. Uh, the VIP pass is $95 and it gets you an amazing bag. The bag itself provided by Furls. And then the contents of the bag is all sponsored products by our sponsors, and several of our sponsors are vendors in the event itself. So Furls, Crochet Foundry, Ancient Arts, uh, man, there are gift cards from like Statement Junkie Yarn Company, which is one of our local yarn shops and the sponsor of our boutique marketplace. Allison Barnes Yarn has a gift card in there. Maudsley Fiber Arts,
Wow.
their yarn, yeah, yarn from Numana Yarns, yarn from That Yarn Habit, gift cards like so like I have not, because I keep getting contributions like, yeah, there's a pen in there from one of our local like brokerages. I have not added it up lately, but
Well, I
it's
know that, sorry to interrupt, the VIP bag comes with an annual subscription to Crochet Foundry magazine,
yeah,
which is $96 all in its own, the value of
yeah,
that. So, I mean, add on top everything else, you're getting more than just a VIP pass. You really like it's
yeah,
when you tell me everything that's in there, I keep like going, oh, these no wonder they're selling out so fast.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I think last time I checked, it was over $300 for sure. You get chocolates too from our chocolate vendor. He's absolutely amazing chocolatier. And a 10% discount on workshops. So you can like fill up your weekend with workshops.
Who
And
are
VIP seating.
Oh, VIP seating. Sorry,
Yeah.
Carrie. What's the VIP seating for?
For like any of the events. So VIP seating, front row seating for the fashion show. And then for any of the events, like you get VIP seating. So for your talk on Saturday afternoon and for the People's Choice Awards on Saturday evening that you'll be hosting. Yeah. And there's the VIP lounge as well, which is where you'll pick up your VIP bag when you come. And so like if you're an introvert like me and you prefer to people watch rather than people chat all the time, there's like a place for you to retreat to when you need to just get away.
I love that. Um, who are some of the teachers at the workshops?
Right. Okay. So we have Kate Atherley and Caroline Sommerfeld teaching our knitting workshops. So we have everything from beginner to advanced techniques in knitting taught by both of them. They're amazing knitting workshop teachers. And then we have Leanna and Leanna Hoyen and Lee Sartori teaching crochet techniques. And again, everything from beginner to advanced. We have like Lee is teaching, she decided to go with a blanket squares um, method for teaching techniques. So you can learn basic, like learn a granny square, learn a dishcloth if you've like never ever touched a crochet hook, and all the way to like Tunisian crochet. And you just walk away with a blanket square. So you could like learn a bunch of blanket squares and then like make yourself an Afghan.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I
And
love
of
that.
course, Furls is sponsoring crochet hooks. Like between Furls and Premier Yarns and Numana Yarns, you're getting a lot of like materials sponsored for your workshops.
Mhm.
Like this is the thing, you get a 10% discount if you're a VIP, and then you walk away with a crochet hook for just about every crochet workshop that you take. Like you can walk away with a lot of swag as a VIP.
It is pretty cool. I am so excited to get there and be there in person and just, when you sometimes hear about everything that's happening, there's art galleries and, fashion shows and there's workshops and there's all of these things and social lounges and kids lounges. If you can bring your kids and there's things for them to do as well. And I just can't wait to be there and actually experience it all in person. And the Edmonton Expo Center, when I lived there, I got to attend a Christmas party there for my husband's work. It is the most beautiful event center. It is gorgeous. So I'm really excited to go back and see that as well. Very excited to say, actually, this might be a good time to just pause real quick before we bring our next guest on. And maybe we could do a giveaway as, a thank you for everyone who has joined us. And I know everyone loves getting things before they're available to the public. So one of the things that Furls is launching soon are our brand new streamlined wood hooks. They are Purple Heart. So if you have, if you're a fan of our alpha hooks at all, you will know that we have a Purple Heart Alpha Series crochet hook. It's so cool because the wood is purple, and that is how it is naturally. So as the wood ages, it takes on a deeper purple hue. And we're gearing up to launch our first ever Purple Heart Streamline Wood crochet hook. So I have one here to show you. So you can see it is purple. It is purple. So we have them here. And if you're wondering about the size, this will be our very first streamlined wood available in a PP and Q, which is 12 and 15 millimeter crochet hooks. So people are very excited at this moment. So we're going to go ahead and draw one winner. Will win the 12 and 15 millimeter Purple Heart crochet hooks before they're available to the public. If you'd rather different sizes, you can do different sizes. But I know these are the ones that always sell out first and fast. So I will so go ahead and comment whatever you want, just comment. And I'll take a moment and then draw a winner. They're so pretty though. So the purple is, actually I have a whole bunch here because I was doing the photos for these so you can see the variation in the wood. I'm going to try not to drop them though. So they go from like a lighter, with a bit of a gray tone to a darker purple. And they will be available in sizes. D is our smallest at 3.25 millimeter, all the way up to a 50 millimeter. Look at the difference in the size of those hook tips. I don't know if you can see it. So, no, that's the wrong one. I don't know if you can see it if I'm centered, but like the difference in those sizes. So really there's a hook for every project. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start scrolling, and then Holly, if you want, you can tell me when to stop, And that will be the winner of the 12 and 15 Purple Heart. Okay, go ahead and tell me when.
Okay. When?
All right.
Was that too soon?
Christina B. Congratulations, Christina. You're the winner of 2 Purple Heart Streamlined Wood hooks. Please email us at, I'm going to put this in here. Christina B. email support@furlscrochet.com. Subject line winner. And let us know which 2 sizes of Purple Heart you would like. And then we will get those out to you. So congratulations. I'm so excited. I love giving stuff away. We will do another draw later on for a different product that has not yet been released. So, all right, so let's get to it. The next person that I would love to introduce you to is Leanna from Crafty Bones. You may know her from Crochet Foundry magazine, where she has been a featured designer before. And she is also a teacher at one of the workshops at the Gathering Threads Festival. So everybody, oh, the comments. Everybody, please welcome Leanna. Hi, Leanna.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing well, thank you.
Awesome. Yes, I have to say personally, the Purple Heart hooks are gorgeous.
They're really pretty, aren't they? I'm very excited about them. Awesome. Oh, Deviter says hello to both of you.
Hi, Deviter.
Oh, love it, love it. Okay, so Leanna, you have been involved in the festival for quite some time as well. And I know that although you are a teacher at the festival, you also play a different role as well. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Are you talking about the fashion show role?
All of it.
All the roles? So yes, Holly has asked me to help out in different aspects of the festival, which is an amazing festival. When people ask me what the festival is, I say it is a festival crossed with a trade show. Mm-hmm. So if you think about a trade show, it's not just going and looking at one thing. Like, Holly has pulled all of these different aspects together that creates a community around makers and fiber artists and people who are interested, or people that love fashion or that love art. So it's pulling everybody together into one room for an entire weekend. So it's not just buying yarn. It's not just coming and taking a workshop. It is a encompassing festival to celebrate and to get to know people that you might not know, that your neighbor also down the street is a crocheter or a knitter, or sitting in the social lounge, which I don't know if you guys talked about yet, but there is an amazing social lounge at the back of the hall where you can get a drink. It's a licensed event. You can get some food. You can sit and crochet. You can sit and knit. You can just hang for the weekend. Like, the people that are talking about the VIP tickets, it's worth it. Come the whole weekend. Fly. Edmonton has an amazing airport. Like, come and fly and hang out with us. Like, come on, you get to meet all 3 of us at one festival.
It is going to be so much fun. I can't wait. And you're also teaching at the event. So yes. Can you tell everybody about the different workshops that you will be teaching and how they can enroll in your classes?
Sure. So the first workshop that I will be teaching is on Saturday morning. Just making sure I'm telling you the right ones in the right order. So that is making my tailor crochet clutch. I actually have it here to show you guys. So this is what you would actually learn to make. So I designed this for Crochet Fashion Week, and it's named after the model. Taylor's the model that walked it down the runway for me. So it is actually a leather clutch. So you'll learn how to do the leather working. So you'll actually do the hand stitching. I don't know if you can see it. Mm-hmm. You'll learn how to hand stitch. You'll learn how to bevel. You'll learn all the basic techniques for leather working. And then you get to do the crochet fringe as well. So my workshop is sponsored by Furls. So you will get a Furls crochet hook, and you will get, I think it's called a cake of yarn. It's bamboo merino bamboo merino yarn is what you're going to be getting from Premier Yarn. So you will get the kit to make the leather bag. You'll get the yarn, you'll get the hook. Pretty much all you need to do is come. You really don't need to bring much for supplies at all for this workshop. So I'm excited to teach this one because my love of combining leather and crochet, it's just kind of blossomed over the last year where people are like, oh, I didn't think about doing that. Well, why not? Right? Like,
Absolutely.
why not add leather to it? So yeah, this is the one on Saturday morning. So it's a 3-hour workshop. So you can probably walk away with a finished product at the end of your workshop. So this again is off the runway, and people have been saying they love it, because really, how fun is that to carry on a night out? Yeah. If it's a phone, like it's quite big.
I love that.
So that is workshop number 1. And then I have one on Sunday morning as well. And that is teaching people how to add leather to their items. So making things like patches to add on to slippers or gloves or elbow patches, anywhere that you might want to add a little bit of stability or a little bit of thickness and texture where something that is yarn might wear out a little bit quicker. Within that workshop, you'll learn how to do different stitches. So this is a saddle stitch. This is just a simple whip stitch. So you'll learn, and then you'll learn how to single crochet into the holes as well. So with that kit, you'll get 2 square feet of actual leather, and you'll get the punch. So you'll learn how to do all the techniques during the workshop. You'll have some time to play around with it. If you have a project to add it to, you can do it in the workshop, but you'll take it home and you can do more with it. So you're learning the techniques, but you get to take extra leather home with you, and you get to take the punch home with you. So
that is so great.
Learning the basics to propel yourself.
So it's not just learning about it in the class and then going home and then trying to like find the supplies in store or online, or, you get to actually leave with the tools and start tackling everything in your house the moment you get home.
Exactly.
Right? That's fantastic. So that was first thing Saturday morning is the bag. Yeah. And then Sunday
morning
adding leather to, I forgot my words, to your projects, but really it could be used.
It can be anything. Like you can add it to something that is quilted or knitted, or it's just learning those techniques to add it to whatever that you might want to in your life.
That is awesome. Oh, here's a really good idea too from Nicole for your crocheted mittens with like a leather palm. All of us who deal with snow for half the year, I feel you on that, because I love crochet or knitted mittens, but then sometimes when you're playing in the snow, they can get soggy. So this would be a great way to kind of combat that. That's a great idea. Yeah. And then Keith is curious if kits can be ordered for virtual attendees.
Are you talking about my workshop kits? Right now, I don't have them available, but if there's enough interest, I could definitely have kits available for people to purchase.
Oh, that's a great idea. There we go. Stay tuned. We will keep you posted if anything does become available. Great idea, though. All right. Well, I'm trying to think if there's something else we could talk about right now. I feel like we've given so much information already, though. So the best way to look at your or get some tickets, find out all the information, like where to park, how to get there, what days the events are, both virtual and in person. Everything is at gatheringthreadsfestival.com. And yes, we talked a little bit about Maker Night, which I'm very excited about. Can we maybe tell everybody how they can get involved in Maker Night and what it's about?
Yeah. Well, I've talked a lot, Leanna, like, about Maker Night. Do you want to fill everybody in since I've talked so much already?
Sure. So Maker Night is on Saturday night. So what it is we have a full day festival during the day. Everybody goes, gets freshened up, goes and gets something to eat or wait to eat at the festival. So Maker Night will be, let me put this first. The vendors are not the makers. You guys are the makers. Anybody who makes anything is the maker. So a lot of times people are like, oh, that's not for me. No, everybody is a maker. This is to celebrate our craft, our way of making things. So when we say Maker Night, it is for absolutely everybody. So what it is it's a ticketed event. You come on in. When you come in, we have the art gallery open. The VIP vendors will be there, available again for shopping. We will have live music on the stage. We will have demonstrations in the social lounge. There will be, again, the chocolate. People are enjoying that there's going to be chocolate there. Pam is going to be hosting our People's Choice Award. And Holly, correct me if I'm wrong, if you're wanting to be in the People's Choice Award, you have to go and apply, correct?
Yeah.
So on the website, there is a spot to go and apply to say that, yes, I want to be a part of this. I have an awesome item that I want to show off to everybody on our runway show. What else am I missing?
I just added a link to the Maker's Night page so you can go and learn more about Maker's Night. And there's an award portion of it, correct?
Yes. Yeah. It's going to be, there's like a fun prize to be won for the People's Choice Awards. And I don't know if anyone listens to that CBC show, like the comedy show where everyone has to give like the wrong answers. And then at the end, everyone like claps the loudest for the winner. But that's basically what we're gonna do. Like it's gonna be like by round of applause, and whoever like gets the loudest claps wins, right? So
yes,
I love that.
Yeah.
So it really is an opportunity for everyone to just come celebrate the craft, whichever craft it is that they enjoy. It could be, like Leanna, a multitude of crafts in one, and just have some fun, make some new friends, and enjoy live music. There's going to be in-person music, correct? Like an actual artist.
Yeah, Robin Sizik. Yeah, Robin Sizik is going to perform before the People's Choice Fashion Awards. And like she's an award-winning musician. I was so fortunate before I took over the festival to have her model my my makes.
Oh,
And
wow.
so that's how I knew her and was like, could you please come and play for us? Super talented, beautiful, super talented musician. And actually, okay, just on that note, we have an amazing musician hosting our fashion show on Friday night. He's Indigenous, so he's going to open our Treaty 6 acknowledgement with a beautiful flute and drum music Treaty 6 acknowledgement.
Wow.
And then of course he will be hosting the fashion show with talking about each designer's, and we have a DJ that will be setting the tone with the music that each designer has chosen. And then we have live music on the stage throughout the day on Saturday in the gaps between the presentations. And then Saturday night, we have Robin doing her live concert performance before the People's Choice Fashion Show. So I'm a crazy, ridiculous music lover as well as fiber arts, textile arts lover. So y'all get to enjoy the music that I love too. So
this is such a wonderful culmination of so many different art forms coming together. You have your fine arts, you have your, musicians and our makers. And, I just think it is going to be a feast for the senses. And I absolutely cannot wait. You can have a cocktail while you're waiting or a cup of coffee, some chocolates. There's going to be truly something for everyone. So if you are in the Edmonton area or you can make it there, please join us. If you can't, I totally get it. Just please watch for the virtual events because you're not going to want to miss that either. And I know your Instagram page is constantly showing some of the vendors who are going to be there. There's been some little interviews and things like that. So what is your Instagram handle for those who want to go check you out there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's Gathering Threads Festival.
Easy peasy.
Yep.
Easy peasy. Maybe this is a good time to give away some more hooks. Everybody likes that part, right? I love it. All right. So I know I shared our Purple Heart PPNQ 12 and 15 millimeter crochet hooks that are going to be available soon. frillscrochet.com. We also have another zodiac hook that I know it looks like we missed the season, and I apologize. Our Aries friends are probably thinking, what about us? And I totally feel you. You're coming up soon. We actually just received, and this is why there's been a bit of a wait, the same 12 and 15 millimeter in our Aries zodiac. Aries is one of my absolute favorite hooks that we have. So it's that really pretty, red and like, I think it's a darker brown and white and sparkle. Love this hook. It is so moody. I love it. So this is going to be coming soon to the site as well in 12 and 15 millimeter. I haven't forgot about you, Aries. So these are going to be hitting the site very soon. And in the meantime, someone is going to win them right now so they don't have to wait. And I'm just noticing that I still only have nails done on one hand. So I apologize. This is the reality of when you take photos and you just don't have time to do both hands. You do the one that's in the picture. And then you walk around through life forgetting your other hand isn't done yet. I just realized that as I'm sitting here. So, it is what it is. So anyway, 12 and 15 coming in Aries. But for now, comment below. And you're going to be entered, and we'll take a moment, and then we'll answer a couple questions in the meantime that I saw pop up while we were chatting. And then I'm going to get Leanna to draw a name. So I did see a couple people commenting that they aren't seeing the links that I'm sharing in whatever group they're in. I don't know what group you're commenting from, but I know it's Facebook. So if you can tell me where you're watching from, where you're not seeing the links that we're putting in the comments, please let me know so that I can look into fixing it. Hug of furls. I agree. Squirrel. Yeah. Absolutely. We're working on getting more metal done. So we're in scouting out some manufacturers so that we can make them in like bulk quantities. Because we want to flood the site with metal hooks. So don't worry. April Aries. I'm excited too because I'm a May Taurus. And my birthday is actually going to be a couple days after the festival ends. So this is kind of like a birthday present to me too, for myself. So I'm really excited to go and buy some yarn and spend some time with my friends. Very, very excited. And yeah, Taurus will be coming in 12 and 15 later as well. So do you guys follow the horoscope zodiac stuff at all? Or do you just kind of look just to see? Yeah. Okay. I think we all just kind of take a peek. And then when it's not true, we're like, we didn't believe it anyway. And if it's good news, we're like, oh, it's coming. Yeah. Not just sweet. Shook by the hook. I agree. I love it. Okay. So we gave everybody a few minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start scrolling. Leanna, whenever you're ready, you can tell me when to stop.
Sure. Stop.
Okay. We have Sharon Thomas. Yes, I love furls. Congratulations, Sharon. You have won PPQ. I don't know what the 12 and 15 millimeter Aries. If for whatever reason you're not a fan of 12 and 15 millimeter crochet hooks, I get it. You can pick a different size. It's fine. So you are going to, I'm going to put the details in the comments here. Please email support@frillscrochet.com, subject line winner, along with which sizes of Aries, you get 2 hooks. All right. I should have copied and pasted this. I'm so sorry. Subject line, inner. Okay. Is there anything else, Holly and Leanna, that you think everyone should know before we leave our chat today?
I don't know. I think, well, I think we've mentioned the highlights. I think, well, I think the big thing that I was thinking when Leanna was talking was that we haven't mentioned that Leanna is a designer in the fashion show. So that's the big thing. It's a detail that probably we should have mentioned back when she was originally talking about herself, but come see Leanna's new designs because she showed in Crochet Fashion Week, but she has a whole new collection that she's been working on like crazy to showcase on the runway in the fashion show. So
it's exciting because Crochet Foundry is on the runway, which is so fun. And all of the designers that have applied and the models that are coming, it's celebrating our slow fashion, our handmade fashion in the best way possible on an actual full-on runway show. Like I want to be sitting out in the audience watching, but we're going to be backstage. So come take photos, take videos, share it so that we can all see all the different angles. Like it is so much fun to be part of a fashion show.
That's actually a really great point. Will the fashion show be streamed anywhere, or how can people, will there be photos shared afterwards? So the people that can't join, will they be able to kind of see what happened after the fact?
yes, absolutely. Yes, we will have media like crazy to share after the fact. We will have lots of live content as well, but there will be a lot of professional media after the fact. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
Fantastic. So I know me as Girls will be sending another email or two while we gear up for the event to remind people of some of the live or virtual events that they can attend, or to remind them, how to buy tickets and things like that. If people want to follow the Gathering Threads Festival throughout the event, I know we mentioned your Instagram handle, Gathering Threads Festival. Are there any other ways that people can follow along from home?
Yeah, absolutely. Go to our website, sign up for our newsletter. That's an easy way to get that inbox reminder. And we have a Facebook page where we post. So our Facebook page and our YouTube channel are where. So you mentioned the vendor interviews. Our Instagram is where we post like the really truncated, super quick, like less than 1 minute of those vendor interviews. Our Facebook page and YouTube channel is where we post the longer, like the full length of what that vendor talked about. And each one of those vendors is an artist in their own right. They're selling the things that they've put together as like supplies for that next artist to take over and make their own art from. So yeah, the Facebook page is just facebook.com/Gathering Threads Festival. And then YouTube as well. Now I'm drawing a blank. I think it's, there you go. Thank you very
Ashley
much.
helping out again. Thank you, Ashley.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the YouTube channel has all those letters and numbers.
Always.
So, yeah.
Well, Holly and Leanna, thank you so much, not only for inviting Furls to be a part of the festival and myself to participate as the speaker and the host of the Maker Night, but for joining us here as well today to talk about the event and all the exciting things people can expect. And that if you're following Furls on Instagram, I'm going to be keeping you updated in the stories with my travels and experiences, probably straight from when I leave my home, because I feel like people probably people might want to see the journey. So I'm going to share along the way, and I absolutely cannot wait. I'll be arriving Wednesday, May 3rd, and staying through until Monday, May 8th. So expect lots of content if I can find time, because I know we're going to be very busy once we're there. And yeah, I think that's about it. So thank you so much for joining. And I guess I'll see you in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should probably get some outfits going or something. I don't think my yoga pants are going to cut it when I'm there. All right, everybody. Thank you all for joining us today as well and learning a little bit more about the Gathering Threads Festival. And thank you so much for all of your questions and comments. Someone's talking about Vogue Knitting Live in New York City 2024. I will never pass up an opportunity to go to New York City. Davita's promised me a tour, and I plan on taking her up on it very soon. So yeah, just keep the comments coming, and we'll see you all again soon. All right. Bye, everybody.